And we're live. Yes, I'm so excited for this interview for season 2, episode 2, because I have the opportunity to sit down with Dennis Brothers, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself. So tell us more about who you are.
All right, so you're excited. I'm equally excited. So my name is Dennis Brothers. I'm from Orangeburg, South Carolina. I'm a 2013 graduate of the Illustrious South Carolina State University. Go
Illustrious.
Bulldogs! And then also I'm a 2021 graduate of the University of South Carolina. Go Gamecocks!
Go
And so,
Gamecocks.
and so that's how me and Shenika met, because we actually were in the same cohort at the same time together. I currently work for Claflin University as a media specialist, and this is going on my 5th year in May. So that's just a little bit about me. And also I'm very active in the grad chapter of Eta Omicron Sigma, a Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. So
Okay.
Blue Phi to all my fellow frat.
I understand that. And so tell us more about, if you're in 2022, this year is supposed to be greater than last year, greater than the years before. So what's your word for the entire year of 2022?
Well, that's crazy because just to backtrack, we're claiming this our winning year for everyone. I'm certain. I'm quite sure 2020 and 2021 were not the most favorable years. We thank God for favor, with being alive and keeping us. But there were certain things that you were looking for it to happen and it didn't happen. So I think 2 words into that I would say that I would just carry into 2022 is believe. Well, actually 3: believe in yourself. 2022. And the reason why I said that, because so many times just being a human being, not just a visionary, just sometimes just being a human being, we get discouraged, we get depressed, we get anxiety. Sometimes we feel that God is not hearing us, or we sometimes just feel that our hope is lost for us because of what we see someone else's success and what they're going through. But some of the things that we don't realize, and that sometimes I have to tell myself, sometimes those people have to make ultimate sacrifices that we probably could not make at that time. And so that God knew that we wasn't ready for. And so not just only that, he has a plan for us. And so to anyone, and I can even speak to myself a little bit, the reason why the waiting period, it sucks. It definitely sucks because you feel like you stagnated. You feel like, when is it going to be my turn? When is it going to be my time to shine? But when God gives it to you, that's why it's going to come in a bunch of abundance, because of the fact that he knew what you needed at that particular time. And because last time he has us wait, because he knows that there are so many things that if he just puts us somewhere right then and there, he knows that the travesty that could happen to us. And so I don't believe, and I don't think anybody else believes, that God will just give you so many great things and then just snatch it back from you just like that. Now he can if he sees that you're abusing it, but because he's a grateful God and he's someone that take cares of his people, he's doing it for a reason. We may not understand it, but it's all working out for us for us to be better. So I think that my word, what I'm just continuing to just keep in my mind, is believe in yourself. 2022.
That's so good. Just believe in yourself. And you touched upon just that opportunity of just waiting period. So what are you waiting for? And what are you waiting for?
I'm waiting to walk into newness in different areas of my life, spiritually, emotionally, physically. And so those private prayers that I have prayed to God, I'm just waiting for them to be fulfilled. And I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
When it's going to happen, that's the part of the waiting period. You just don't know, but you're just manifesting into the world that and you're manifesting it, and you're just saying, God, you got to be very detailed about what you're asking God. You got to be detailed. You can't just say, God, give me a new house. You know, he'll give you a house, but it may not be the house that you desire. So I ask God, you know, give me a new house where the neighborhood is good, or God, where I can have a backyard. Just go into details of what you want. If you say, God, give me a spouse, okay, he'll give you a spouse, but it may not be what you want.
Yeah.
So you got to be intentional and asking God, you know, please, God, could you do this for me if it's in your will? One thing I'm always reminded of, my mom always tells me, if it's in your will, you know, and if it's in your will for me to get this, or if it's in your will for me to get that, God, help me. And then and then when I get it, help me not to forget how you gave it to me, and also not to abuse it, because it's bad when God gives you something and you abuse it. So, you know, that's something that, you know, we all could touch on sometimes. Sometimes God probably has given us stuff and we probably didn't take the best care of it. And so we have to go and ask God for forgiveness for it, because maybe we just didn't do the right thing. So, you know, I would just say, you know, I'm just ready to just walk into newness. And when I mean newness, I mean good newness. I'm not talking about newness as in hurt, pain, and everything else.
Gotta
but
move forward.
yeah, just moving forward in a positive way. So yeah, that's what I say I'm waiting to walk into.
Okay. Well, you heard it first. So when Dennis gets to that level, remember, he said it at the Visionary. Okay. And so you touched upon being an alumni of the Illustrious South Carolina State University. So how was your experience attending that amazing HBCU, and then they're state champions?
So. Ooh, yes, we beat Jackson State, JSU. That's our that's our motto, JSU. That's a really good question. I know attending South Carolina State University changed my life. Now, to be honest with you, I did not want to go to South Carolina State. I hated it. I did not want to go there when I first. I did not want. I did not want to go. I did not. I was, why I gotta go to state? You know why? But you know, I think that was one of the best decisions that could have happened to me, because I met some incredible people, and also just the culture. In society, a lot of times, you got, and I'm trying to find a way to say it. It's good to feel appreciated by your own kind. Let me just put it like that sometimes. So I'll say it like that. And I'll keep it like that. So, you know, it was just, and even though I've been to predominantly Black schools all my life, but just being there and then learning the heritage of the school and then learning just so much more history, I was like, wow, I'm so glad that I came to HBCU. Now I always wanted to go to HBCU. That was the thing, because I wanted to go to Albany State in Georgia. I was going to be a Golden Ram.
Okay.
So yeah, I wanted to go to Albany State. But you know, Faith had otherwise. I attended South Carolina State, and so one thing that I will say, that sort of even made me even love my school even more. There was one morning I woke up freshman year, and I was like, I can't believe I'm here. And so I decided in my head, I said, you know what? There's two options. I got two options, option A and option B. Option A, I can go party, do whatever, flunk out. Or option B, I can make the best of it, do what I got to do, and let this be part of my testimony. So I chose option B. I chose option B. And so, you know, that was just a life-changing experience. And I'm just, man, you talk about South Carolina State, I get heated because I love it. I love it, you know, and I'm just so proud to say that I'm a loyal son of South Carolina State University, and just, you know, the experience was amazing. Of course, you had some good days, you had bad days, but I'm really thankful for just being at that school, because it prepared me to even go into the University of South Carolina. My professors and everything were amazing. So yeah, that's really all I can say. The experience was just you had to be there to experience. So it was good.
I just know some legends. You're a
Yeah.
legend. You just come out like, oh, okay.
Well, I think I'm talking to another legend, so we're legends together.
Right. You're legendary.
Yeah.
And so you also touched about to preparing you for the University of South Carolina, and now you're currently working at Claflin University. So how are you like navigating it all, working as a media specialist, your community engagement, just giving back in so many ways?
That's a real good question.
That's a long question.
I would say I had to learn, and I don't know if it's going to make sense, but I had to learn how to breathe.
Don't we all?
That I think that's how
Yeah.
I just truly, because I would always put the weight of everything. A lot of people don't know, and I'll just share this right quick. When we were at, and I don't even think you knew, but you know, it's all time to share sometimes.
Share your testimony.
When I was at USC, let's see, a lot of people did not know I traveled up and down the road and would have to go back to work. Mm-hmm. Like I had a full-time job, full-time student, and literally there were days that I was dead tired, but I had to travel. And also, I'll share that for later. I'll share the other part for later. But I just, you know, and during that moment, I would be so stressed and trying to, and then outside of just doing community things and things in the neighborhood and for church and stuff like that, I was always just trying to do so much until one morning I had an emotional breakdown. And it was my body telling me that you got to breathe. Like you can't be Superman for everybody because you're doing all this stuff and then something happens to you, life goes on. Everyone's still doing their life and you'll be a faded memory. So, you know, I would say one of the things that just has helped me, if I'm answering the question, was just to breathe. Just to really just breathe in and just really say, you know what, do what you got to do, but take a breath because you can't do everything at one time. And it's okay to say no, even with certain things, and not feel bad about it. It's okay.
It's okay, because I have to be honest, even after USC, you hit a wall like you do, and burnout is real. And you don't experience burnout until you experience burnout, and you're like, man, I'm trying not to curse, but man.
No. I understand. Listen, I understand. Like listen, burnout is real because sometimes I come home and I'm like literally jumping across my bed. I don't eat dinner or nothing like that, and I just go to sleep. Because I'm so tired. But you know, and there be moments where I just want to just yell and cuss. I mean, I'm just going to be real because I'm so aggravated. And Lord forgive me that. And there are some moments that I actually may slip one out because I'm so angry because I'm trying to, you know, balance everything, you know. But, you know, not saying that I'm encouraging that. No, but I'm just saying.
You find your balance.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, this is just a little bit too much. And, you know, but I get it. I definitely get it. Trust me, I get it. I definitely do. But I will tell the viewers, breathe, please breathe. And if you just feel like it's too much, back away from it. Be like, you know what? I just really mentally can't do this right now. And that's okay.
That's okay.
It's fine.
And so this leads to one of the final questions of what wise words would you tell younger Dennis?
So I want to share this right quick, and it's going to go back into to what I would tell myself. So I was literally supposed to graduate from USC in the spring of 2020. No, fall of 2020. Yeah, fall of 2020. And now I can share because it is what it is.
Yeah.
I failed my comprehension exam. I failed.
You're
I
not
failed.
alone.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I failed. I mean, I passed two parts of it, but the other two I just couldn't get. And so I was so discouraged and so distraught. And I want to shout out Miss Camilla Cato.
Oh,
Like, listen,
yeah.
she is the GOAT. When I
Okay.
tell you, and she and one of my best friends, Desiree, and my other best friend, Ivy, both my best friends, they always just telling me, hey, don't give up. You got to really just persevere and keep yourself alive. Because I really, after that, I was like, well, I'm coming to school. I want to drop out of school because I was like, there's no need, because what if I don't pass it the next time? What if I don't pass it the next time? And so, which brings me to the next point. And what I'm saying is that what I would tell younger Dennis is that don't let the challenges of what you see right now make you believe that nothing will ever happen for you.
That's
So,
good.
what I saw in that moment was failure and hurt and feeling like I wasn't good enough, or I've been through all of this. I'm gonna be a laughing stock because I was supposed to graduate this year. But then and this goes into something else. I asked God for a spring graduation. So the next year I got to graduate in the spring while COVID was still going on, but I wanted a spring graduation. So because of what I saw right then and there, I already got defeated. However, the grand prize was on the other side waiting for me, and I didn't even know it because of what I saw facing me at that moment. So I would tell younger Dennis that, and I'm telling myself that now, and I would tell viewers that, what you see right now, yes, hurts, sucks, definitely sucks,
Okay.
doesn't feel good. But what's waiting on the other side is something that is so much better. So that's why, even though you get anxious, me, and I that's one thing I can, and I speak on myself, get anxious, get distraught, get just disappointed, but you got to remember to just press, 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 because everybody goes through a drought. Everybody. But the amazing thing about it is that once God waters that drought and nurture it, it becomes better than ever. So, a lot of us, myself, maybe just going through not a drought. Well, I will say we may be going through a drought right now, a drought season where it just feels like finances are not the best,
Oh my
living
God, see,
conditions
I'll be
may not
honest.
be the best, personal jobs may not be the best, personal family conditions, I mean, just a variety of things. Relationships may not be the best, but in the drought, we seem like nothing, maybe a little water drop here, a little water, just something sprouting. But when the rain comes, all of it, and when the sun comes out, everything just grows and blossoms and just becomes very big and bright. So if we can just look past
So good.
the drought part, when the sun comes out, we'll be better.
That's so good.
And that's all I got to say.
That empowered me. That was amazing.
I appreciate it.
That was so good.
Appreciate it.
So
yeah.
just take a moment to breathe, take that in, because they're just speaking so much life, Dennis. All I can say.
Yeah. I just, we gotta encourage each other. And one of the things is that if we don't talk about ourselves, sometimes we can never reach people. So sometimes you got to talk about yourself. Like, it don't I ain't gonna tell you that it's easy to talk about yourself and talk about your flaws, but you don't never know who may be going through the exact same thing you're going through, or maybe doing something, or maybe going through something even much more worse than you are. So it might be something that they need to hear, and then it's stuff sometimes that we have to hear for ourselves. So it'll get better. It just sucks where you're at, and you're allowed to feel human. You're allowed to be that person, but it's so I always remember I heard someone say it's okay to have a moment, but don't get stuck there.
Okay. Don't do
So
it. It's stuck. Just
I mean,
get a little
it happens. Yeah, it happens to the most spiritual people, and I know some people, and I always tell them, hey, you don't have to impress me, because I ain't nobody to impress. If you having a vulnerable moment, you having a vulnerable moment, you're human.
So true.
I'll love you where you at. That's really all I can do. I'm here for you. So just to anybody, like I said, hey, I ain't gonna tell y'all that, oh yeah, I don't get this. I get discouraged a lot. I get disappointed. I get depressed. I go through emotional issues. I'm gonna tell you that, but we just gotta try to hold our head up. And you know what? When you have a good circle, I say like Shenika, when you have some good people in your friend circle, that can empower you and want the best for you. Cherish them, hold on to them, and just like how they're there for you, you be there for them too as well. So that, I think that helps a lot too as well.
Okay. So Dennis, how can people connect with you, follow up with you, and just share some love?
Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm a funny person, so I like to laugh. So you ain't gonna get all the quotes and stuff like that on the no. But you definitely can follow me, Dennis Brothers, on Facebook, and also Instagram. What is my Instagram handle? Hold on. Let's see. Always, it's ITS_ Dennis J Bro. So that's DENNIS J and then Bro, BRO. So I post funny stuff, like not nothing too outrageous, but I post funny stuff and like to laugh. So, or if you just want to talk, I'm friendly. So I just like to connect with people and just like leave a good, positive, lasting impression on them. So that's how you can get in contact with me. So yeah, look forward to meeting some of you all soon.